At the farthest edge of the universe, the Empire's last light fades into the void. Amid the stars, perhaps we will rediscover a lost part of ourselves. 100,000 generations lie between them, yet their humanity binds them as one. Arthur C. Clarke's science fiction short story Encounter in the Dawn is a profound and philosophical work that vividly portrays human vulnerability and courage in the face of alien civilizations. At the same time, it raises a thought-provoking question. Does the rise of civilization inevitably lead to conflict and division? These are the final days of the Empire. A small spacecraft drifts away from its homeland, exploring the sparse stars at the edge of the galaxy, about 100 light-years from a colossal exploration mothership. In times of peace, ships like theirs populated the universe. However, under the wartime resource policies, only they remain committed to their original mission of exploration. The oligarchs of the Empire are steeped in treachery, and war serves as a reflection of their insatiable desires and betrayals. Interstellar exploration requires mutual trust. The seasoned human adventurers aboard the ship possess vast scientific knowledge and rich experiences from decades spent in space. The long journey has forged a bond of trust among them, allowing them to feel secure, unlike the people from their homeland who are always on edge. At this moment, they are heading toward a fiery star, one that closely resembles the ecology of their homeland. Everything feels familiar, and they have never seen land so reminiscent of home. Past experiences indicate that their chances of finding a habitable planet here exceed 90%. This discovery fills them with excitement. They enter the atmosphere of the planet and land safely near a body of water. Captain Ortmann breathes a sigh of relief. The planet's health screenings yield satisfactory results, and the exploration team can venture outside without protective suits. Explorer Bertrand reports on the planet's conditions. The geological formations are stable, there are no active volcanoes and no signs of civilization. The inhabitants might either have advanced beyond the city's stage or be far behind. It will take a significant amount of time to explore this vast planet, but our time is limited. Bertrand glances at the communication panel linked to the mothership, knowing they could be summoned back at any moment. They decide to send in the robots for initial reconnaissance. The robots traverse the lush fields teeming with life, but suddenly the monitoring feed jolts violently. A native predator violently topples one of the robots. This is unusual. Predators typically only attack familiar prey. The predator that attacked the robot seems to have mistaken it for another bipedal creature, suggesting that this planet might host humanoid life. They quickly discover a path likely made by these humanoid beings, undoubtedly indicating the presence of advanced intelligence. As the robots speed down the path, it suddenly opens up into a clearing. The two explorers are awestruck by the scene before them. The clearing is almost entirely occupied by a village, surrounded by a wooden fence with the gates wide open, revealing busy inhabitants. Bertrand trembles slightly in disbelief. This is astonishing. It's just like what our planet looked like 100,000 years ago. Are we witnessing a glimpse of the past? The captain cautiously responds, "There's nothing strange about it. After all, there are many planets with life forms similar to ours. We've already discovered over 100. Indeed, the emergence of convergent planets does not guarantee safety. And humanity during the Empire's reign remains ever vigilant. They need at least 3 days to prepare before they can personally investigate this planet." As they spend these 3 days utilizing the robots to survey the area, communication from the Empire grows increasingly dire, and a return signal could sound at any moment. When the Empire is cornered, they must return to battle. On the 7th day after landing, they make contact with the natives. Bertrand prepares a hunt as a gift, bracing himself for the worst. He positions robots nearby for protection and waits on the path for the passing villagers. As night falls, a native approaches. Upon seeing Bertrand, the native pauses momentarily before cautiously moving closer. Bertrand offers the gift, and the native scrutinizes his eyes with an inscrutable gaze before hoisting the offering onto her shoulder and warily departing. The entire interaction lasts less than a minute, devoid of drama or solemnity. The captain feels that everything is proceeding too smoothly, while Bertrand believes the locals are still quite naive. They are clearly unaware of the concept of enemies in this vast, sparsely populated world. The captain questions, if they have no enemies, why do they surround their village with a fence? Bertrand replies, I mean no human enemies. If that's true, our mission will be much easier. They bet that the native will return. The native, whom they name Jan, shows up regularly. Each day, the captain uses the robots to hunt, and Bertrand offers the catch to Jan, who always arrives on time but alone. The captain suspects that Jan harbors ulterior motives. She seems eager to claim the hunting credit for herself. This assumption isn't unfounded. She always turns and leaves as soon as she receives the prey, as if afraid the generous stranger might change their mind. Yet Bertrand prefers not to think this way. He begins to engage in more interactions and even starts learning Jan's language. Despite the language barrier, they gradually begin to communicate. Bertrand often reflects that fate has played a cruel joke on them. They have discovered a rare, distant humanoid civilization in the galaxy. Just a short while ago, such a discovery would have been the focal point of great attention. These primitive beings resemble their ancestors, and with some guidance, they too could evolve into a brilliant civilization. But does the emergence of civilization inevitably lead to conflict and fragmentation? Days turn into weeks, and Bertrand tries to introduce Jan to the robots. In Bertrand's society, robots have no rights. He wonders how Jan perceives them. Does she see them as masters or slaves? Or perhaps such concepts have yet to form in her mind. During this time, the captain often discusses with Bertrand the morality of Jan's community. Despite Bertrand's unwavering belief in the innate goodness of humanity, time is running out as the Empire weakens, leaving them no opportunity to delve deeper into their research. At a moment when the sun was setting, Jan heard a loud roar coming from the jungle, a sound that could not have been made by the locals. She immediately recognized it as his voice calling out to her. The villagers paused their activities. Even the children stopped playing, all eyes turning toward her. The village gates will soon close to protect against nighttime predators. But without hesitation, Jan strides out of the village and into the deepening night. The glowing giant waits just beyond the village. Bertrand stands by the riverbank, gazing blankly at the slow-moving waters. Jan waits patiently. Although she has never verbally expressed her trust in Bertrand, she senses his selflessness and an inexplicable loyalty. It's a peculiar scene. Two figures stand at the river's edge, one in a fitted uniform, the other clad in animal skins. Millennia separate them, along with an endless abyss of time. Yet they are both human, united in the eternal flow of time, where nature repeats itself and similar evolutionary journeys occur again and again. Finally, Bertrand speaks. It's all over, Jan. I once hoped that with our knowledge we could guide you out of this primitive state. It might have taken just a few decades, but now you must rely on yourselves to survive in the wilderness, a journey that will take you millions of years. I'm sorry, we could have done more. Even now I wish to stay, but our world is calling us back. As much as we would like to avoid it, we must respond with all our strength. Jan, I hope you can understand me. I want you to know what I'm trying to say. I'll leave you something. Look at this glowing knife. In many years to come, your world will not be able to produce such a knife. Take good care of it, and as long as you cherish it, it will shine for years to come. Have you ever gazed at the stars, Jan? I wonder how many years it will take for you to uncover the secrets of the galaxies. What will become of us by then? Those stars are our home, Jan, yet we cannot save them. Many have already perished, extinguished in the aftermath of our wars. We will never see them again, but you will. It will take 100,000 years for the light from these dying stars to reach your world, to be seen by your descendants as a miracle. By then, perhaps your kind will travel among the stars. I truly wish I could warn you not to repeat our mistakes. Our actions have exacted a heavy toll on us. You are fortunate, Jan. Your planet is here on the edge of the universe, allowing you to escape the fate that looms over us. Perhaps one day your descendants will traverse the stars, just as we once did. They may find the ruins of our world and wonder who we were. But they will never know that when your race was still young, we met right here by this river. A colossal vessel shines under the starlight, a glowing rectangular door opening on one side. Bertrand steps through the golden threshold, and the spacecraft rises swiftly, transforming into a long beam of light that pierces the stars. A thunderous roar echoes in the void, reverberating through the stillness of the land. Jan finally comprehends that the deity has departed, never to return. She stands by the gently flowing river, an indescribable sense of loss welling up within her. She will never forget this moment, though she may never fully understand it. With reverence, she carefully picks up the gift Bertrand has left behind. Beneath the stars, a solitary figure traverses the nameless land. Behind her, the river rushes urgently, ultimately flowing into the sea. The fertile plain it winds through will be transformed into a great city-state by the descendants of Ya'an more than 1,000 centuries later. People will call it Babylon.